Welcome to Mrs. Slocum's and Mrs. Wright's Science Podcast.
Ready or not, here comes science. There might be giants, here comes science.
A cycle is a series of events that happen one after another in the same order over and over again.
In first grade, we learned we have days of the week, days in the year, and we have different seasons. These are cycles that keep happening day after day, week after week, year after year.
January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. Back to
This is winter. Winter feels like snow, temperature cold, wet, freezing.
My favorite season is winter. I like this season because there is snow outside.
This is spring. In the spring you smell pollen, flowers, pastries, and picnics.
My favorite season is spring. I like this season because my birthday is in spring, and I like the nature in spring, and I like all the different flowers because I like the flowers smell, and the sound of the birds tweeting, and that is why I like spring.
Happy summer!
Summer looks like trees, kids, cars, shorts, motorcycles, and sprinklers.
My favorite season is summer. Well, because it is sunny and because you get to play with your friends.
Happy fall. Fall looks like leaves, bare trees, football, crows, scarecrows, corn, and school starting.
My favorite season is fall. I like fall because I like to play and roll in this colorful leaves.
Third graders discover the reasons for our seasons.
Our Earth rotates or spins on its axis, but it also revolves or orbits around the sun. One full year is one full revolution around the sun. It takes about 365 days. Our Earth seasons occur because of where we are during this orbit or path around the sun. Idaho is in the northern hemisphere or top half of the world. In Idaho, we have winter when our part of the world is tilted away from the sun. When we get less sunlight, it begins to warm up. We revolve or travel around the sun. During our summer months, our part of the world is positioned toward the sun, where we get more direct sunlight. This is why Idaho has very hot summer months. Places near the equator have a different seasonal cycle because of our tilt. The equator gets a constant amount of sunlight, so their cycle or season are dry or wet, not extreme hot or cold. From our spot on Earth, we can observe our moon cycles as it revolves or orbits around us.
We call this the phases of the moon. It takes the moon 1 month or about 27 days to rotate and to revolve around the Earth. When the moon is between the sun and the Earth, this is called a new moon, and we can't see it because the sun's light isn't shining on the part we can see. Then as the moon orbits, the sun's light bounces off of it. The light that we see tells us where the moon is in its cycle around the Earth. When there is a full moon, the Earth is between the sun and the moon, so we can see the sun's light bouncing off of the moon. The phases of the moon is a cycle and continues each month.
Fourth graders learned how the moon affects the cycle of our ocean's tides. As the Earth rotates, our ocean tides rise and fall because of the moon's gravitational pull on the water. Because our Earth rotates or spins, this gravitational pull causes 2 high tides per day and 2 low tides per day.
Earth isn't the only planet that has cycles. Every planet in our solar system rotates on an axis and revolves around the sun. Some planets have seasons, some planets have moons, some planets are tilted, but no planet is like ours.